What's up, my bitches? It's Avery, and we are here. I need to mute my thing here.
Shantae!
Oh, baby! It's time for Shantae Half-Genie Hero. Now, this was something I ran on my Twitter poll to see what game I needed to do, and I did that well over a year ago, so this LP is long overdue. So, here we are. It's time for some Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. There's Risky Boots giving me that very flirtatious look in her eye. Oh, mercy. Anyway, so the way we're gonna set up this LP is much like Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy, in that we are going to be doing this as close to 100% as possible, which means all heart holders and various items. So, anyway. Let's let the story unravel. And Shantae looks adorable in her little pajamas. Sounds like Shantae heard a voice in her head again. I like the nighttime scenery here. It's very different. It usually takes place during the day, and we have a bunch of Tinkerbats trying to rape us for some reason. You gotta love those fireflies, man. Just, so lovely. And so rare that you actually get to see Shantae's hair put down. It's weird. It's cute, but weird.
Uncle Mimic!
I don't know. Let's take a look. Oh, boy. Can't say I've ever seen this before. That's a total lie, but for the sake of the story, Shantae has never seen it before. Those bats are adorable! What is it with this game's art style that makes everything so adorable? Okay, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you will quickly notice there's a lot of things that this game makes adorable that shouldn't be. Oh, interrupting cutscene. Keep hearing voices, Shantae. You better come out right meow, or I'm gonna hit you with my hair. Wait, it's not tied up. There's a magical, sparkling fart talking to me. It's weird. Yeah, what about her mom? That wasn't revealed in the third game. Well, that was weird. Good Jasmine there. She's holding like a freaking... I'm not quite sure what she's holding on her head. I think it's a vase. What? Okay. So, now getting into control of Shantae here. The townsfolk will teach you the basic controls. By pressing the X button, you will do an adorable little dance. We will get into that at the end of the video. The Y button will activate her awesome hair whip, as this adorable little child has said. It's pretty slow right now, but don't worry, it gets a lot faster over time because, well, you can buy upgrades throughout the game, and it's in that building we were in front of right there that you get the upgrades. Fortunately, it's not like the earlier Shantae games where you have to get a certain number of items like freaking magic jams and stuff. No, all you have to do is get currency, and that'll do it. Yeah, she just mentioned the item shop there. But with that reviewed, let's talk to Uncle Mimic. Yeah, I saw a magical fart. It wouldn't tell me where my mom is. Well, there's your first mistake, Uncle Mimic. Uncle Mimic. Sure thing, Uncle. I gotta go whip that asshole a new one anyway. He owes me money. Nice guy. Something I didn't know until fairly recently is that Sky has actually been here since the beginning. For the longest time, I thought she only appeared in, like, Game 2 onwards, but apparently not. I don't know, I'm talking over this riveting cutscene here with Kevin and Shantae, but Ballo is about as dumb as a sack of rocks. So let's talk to this beautiful woman here, who he describes as a bath angel, which is something you don't hear every day. I like your style. It's very pretty, very Middle Eastern. Well, not Middle Eastern. They're very conservative about that. I'd say very Hindi, I think, would be the right thing, because, you know, this is kind of based on Arabic culture and stuff like that. And that guy has a lapis lazuli on his hat. I just realized that. I just rhymed. You're welcome. Okay. So, any hoodles with the pink poodles, I should probably talk about just how are y'all doing today? It's been so long since we've talked to each other, just interpersonally. I mean, we've talked recently after me and Oscar watched the surprisingly good Sonic movie. I didn't expect that. But it's been a while since we've done an LP. I think it's been about a month or so since we... not quite. Come the 14th, it will be a month. But I just need some time to myself, you know? I needed to relax and get practice on the games that I needed to. Unfortunately, Everdark Tower is going to have to be delayed because I need a lot of practice with that game. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of practice, but I need some practice with it. So in its place will be, as I mentioned in the live stream, it will be a Hat in Time, which I will be recording hopefully soon. But there will be a twist to that LP. I'll tell you what it is when we get there, but let's just say things have gotten a lot bigger with that game. It's crazy. But anyway, Uncle Mimic is talking about the dynamo here, and Shantae apparently cannot comprehend the awesomeness that is Dynamo. So, anyway, there's a fucking Tinkerbat taking away his freaking blueprints like an asshole. Gee, I never would have guessed, Shantae. Oh no. Tinkerbats plus explosions mean one person's at it again. It's kind of like Bowser, you know? It's always the same asshole every single game. And I get a feeling that's the same bitch that appeared in the last game, and in the game before that, and the game before that. Even though in Game 3, she actually was very helpful. Also, I'm surprised Shantae does not have boob envy with her friend Sky here. I don't know. Are those two a couple? Like, seriously. They bicker a lot in this game, almost kind of like an old married couple. But it said that in canon, they're friends, but I don't know. I totally ship them. But I ship another character and Shantae a little bit more, and we'll see her sometime later in the game after, I think, stage 3, we will see her. So, anyway. As you can see, I'm trying to edit out as many of those stupid load times as possible because they're not long, but I figured this would make things move a little better. But that doesn't matter because one of the best intro songs is about to play, and come on, stop talking, Sky. I know this is a riveting cutscene. Though this scene's pretty funny. Watch this. Wow, that was mean. But now I'll shut up and let you enjoy. Here is one of the best intro songs of all time. Okay, sorry for that long silence. I wanted you to enjoy it at its fullest, but man, I love that song. It's so good. It just perfectly embodies everything that is Shantae, which is fairly convenient because the voice actress for Shantae actually is the one that sings that song. I almost said voice that song. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, she sang that song. And you can actually still find her video on YouTube right now. If I remember to, I'll link it at the end of the video, but, well, not at the end of the video, I'll link it in the description, but, yeah, it just, if you listen to the lyrics, and if you're a major Shantae fan, it references a good chunk of Shantae's history. Like, from Game 1 all the way to Game 3, particularly Game 3, it seems to reference more, but still pretty cool. And speaking of pretty cool, got this boppin' tune here, which is probably, aside from Dancing Through the Danger, this is my favorite song in the entire game. It's called Neo Burning Town. It's kind of like the Super Mario Brothers theme for Shantae. And by the way, remember that area for later. We'll be back for it next episode. But Burning Town has to be in every single Shantae game. It's kind of an unwritten rule of the Shantae series that this song must play every single time you play a Shantae game. Usually within the first couple of levels. In Game 2, interestingly, there was no Burning Town, so the stage theme actually played on a... man, I'm taking a lot of punishment here. I kind of just had to run and gun here. What was I saying? The second game actually didn't have didn't have a burning town, so it played in lilac fields. That's what I was trying to say. Now we gotta listen to this wonderful cutscene here. And yeah, I was right. It was fucking Risky Boots again. Does she have a life? Like seriously, why does she keep trying to invade this area? You tell that asshole. How is it gonna help you? Oh my god. Seriously. I was gonna say something else and then poop-toot. Also, you're about to see a random cut in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I died. I died because I was an idiot and did not protect myself properly. Though, for a first time battle, this can be a little difficult. Particularly since you only have 2 hearts. And while yes, you can take 8 hits, every one of those attacks usually does about 2 damage, so that means 4 hits and you're dead. However, somehow I managed to muscle it out, doing a complete daredevil run of this whole battle. And I promise I'm not this bad at boss fights. I just happen to have taken a lot of punishment coming there, which some of the levels can be a little punishing, particularly towards the latter half of the game. But I'd say this is probably the roughest you're gonna have it throughout the game because you are pretty weak. You only have 2 hearts, your hair speed's not up to par, you can only do 5 damage as opposed to the full 8, I believe. So, yeah, this boss fight can be a bit of a problem, but you should not have too much of an issue defeating the Poop-Toot. Which is by far the best name for a boss ever. I think we found the name of the episode. Gotta stop the Poop-Toot. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. Surrender the blueprints, Risky Boots. So you managed to get the upper hand. Oh, whatever. Get your ass out of here, Risky Boots. You know you're only doing this because you want to bang Shantae. I mean, don't we all? I mean, look at her. She's adorable. Tell that asshole! Sorry, every time she disses someone, I gotta say that. You tell that asshole! It's something I got from Nintendo Capri Sun. I thought it was a funny line anyway. But anyway, world clear. But we are far from done here in Burning Town. Oh yeah, there is a lot to do when we come back because this is one of those games that encourages a lot of exploration. But anywho, we got the monkey dance, which is the main purpose of the X button. It is your transformations. I like this system a lot better than some of the other games, trust me. The other games are quite obnoxious about that, but anywho, I'm going to save here. And that will do it for this episode of Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. Sorry my commentary wasn't exactly up to par. You'll have to forgive me because my commentary takes a little bit to get back into the full swing. Especially since it's been a while since I've done it. So, anyway, just stick with me. This is going to be a pretty damn fun game. This is one of my personal favorite games of all time, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I do. So, I will see you next episode.